Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening. How are you?
I'm fine, ma'am.
Happy with your CLAT and ALET paper?
Yeah, ma'am.
So ALET, did you count? You had informed me in the morning. What are you scoring near to?
Actually, I'm scoring around in 90s.
Okay. Let us see. So in case if you clear Delhi, you'll be
Uh,
opting for Bangalore or Delhi.
I don't know, like for ALET, I for all year round, I was preparing for a very difficult paper, and then like it kind of a mindset pushback at that moment, like
Oh,
re-strategizing for a super easy paper, like 5-6 minutes there.
right. It's okay. Let us see.
Yeah, ma'am.
Uh, Chalo, ठीक है. So, okay, because this is a recorded session, what we can do is I'll keep a live and interactive one after a while. Right now, I'm just assembling a lot of sessions so that we can upload them one by one. One where students can interact and ask you questions, I'll keep it separately, right? So, before I start, uh, primarily again, just as I told you in the morning also, you were one of our very sincere student, like who were consistent with the classes, consistent with the doubts, right? Not indulging in any of time wasting things like talking on WhatsApp groups or anything like that. So that is something I really want you to emphasize for the students as well, right? That if they genuinely do that, and complete that and follow the procedure which is supposed to be done, then it's not actually that much of a problem, right? They have to work hard. It's a competitive paper at the end of the day. Even despite clearing CLAT, you were sincerely focusing on ALET because with just 2, 3, 4 days of extra study, why to waste your whole year just getting, taking it lightly or something? So these are things I want to, don't. I think that you are kind of humble, so you could skip on that. But I really want students to know that this is the kind of characteristics they must have to clear it, because only then they'll I'll see a lot of students. You must have also seen some of them not attempting the classes or not revising enough, and then ask just collecting material and everything. Okay, so let's start with the session, right? Okay, so welcome sorry welcome Prachi to our session with law prep tutorial, and very congratulations to you for such a nice accomplishment and great accomplishment. And we are very proud of you. All faculties at law prep are really proud of you. You were among those students we really wanted to see succeeding also. So first of all, a lot of congratulations to you.
Good evening, ma'am, and thanks a lot. Uh, I knew like all the faculty at Law Prep were sincerely wanting me to succeed, and like they were always there for me for whatever reason and whichever problem I had.
Right. So let us start with your journey. When did you think that you want to appear for CLAT?
So I had been considering law as a viable career option for since a long time back, and then like 2 to 3 years back, I knew that this is what I wanted to do for sure.
So you have someone in your family who's from legal background or something. What inspired you to pick that up?
Yeah, like my father is a lawyer, and I do have quite a few lawyers in my family.
Okay, so that is very good. So of course they all must also be very proud of you, because although despite if you have a legal background, then in that case the university as such won't matter as far as career goes. But then yes, it gives you a advantage with respect to the fact that yes, you are accomplished. So that's a good thing. Already accomplished when it comes to you. You are deserving, very much deserving of the files you might get when you decide to practice, right? So, okay, so now how did you start with your preparation? Like, what did you plan in advance that you're going to focus on these subjects and how you'll focus on? What helped you in deciding your structure of studies, right? Because I believe you had your schools as well, right? So
Right,
how did
ma'am.
you, yes, so you, how did you balance it out? Because that is one of the problem. Lot of students who appear for along with 12 ask me that how do I balance it out, or I have school also. And then, so first thing, your study structure, and then balancing it along with 12.
Okay, so firstly, I started preparing for CLAT when I enrolled with Law Prep in June 2020. And like I also had my boards. Like at the starting, we didn't know it would get cancelled, so I had been preparing for my boards and pre-boards and all the exams throughout the year, being consistent with all my assignments and everything, and was also preparing for CLAT alongside. So I didn't used to skip on either of these things. So like yeah, at max a day or two, like if I had my pre-boards, I would prioritize that, or like just for I would leave CLAT for 1 or 2 days at max, and then not more than that. I would try to keep in touch with it all that while.
Okay, right. So you had completely balanced. What were your subjects in 12th?
So I am from humanities stream. So I had English, economics, I had history, political science, and sociology.
So would you say that your 12 subjects helped you out a bit here in CLAT as well?
Yeah, like I used to love whatever subjects I had chosen. So yeah, in 11th as well as in 12th. So I like my school used to actually focus a lot on us, making us read a lot of things like in history, political science. So I had been reading all these newspapers and everything even before I started preparing for CLAT. So yeah, it definitely helped a lot.
Okay, so that helps, right? Reading a lot related to this helped you. How many newspaper you used to cover? One or two, or like if you skipped on any day, if you missed on a paper, how would you deal with that?
So I firstly used to be consistent with covering the Hindu every day, and for like I at times used to refer to other newspapers as well. For example, if there's an important issue, for example, Israel Palestine, I would try to cover it from a different newspapers and also from newspapers having contrasting viewpoints on that. So that helps us develop a perspective and see what different people think about the same thing.
Right, right. So reading different reviews about the same topic helps you develop the opinion related to the same point, same issue related different from different perspective. Okay. So let's go, subject wise about your preparation. Let's start with the English section, right? There is grammar, there is vocab, and then there are RCs. So how did you divide or how did you prepare for each of these sections?
So, firstly, for vocabulary, like my vocabulary was my strength. So, I knew I did not have to put a lot of efforts in improving it, but at the same time, I tried to be in touch with vocabulary and learning new words here and there. Like, I used to read the newspaper, so whenever I come across a new word, I used to like take a note of this. Okay, this is the word. And for grammar, like grammar was also a strength, so I did not have to put additional efforts for it, but like through mocks and everything, just revising whatever the concepts were. And for reading, of course, going through the mocks and newspapers helped a lot.
Right. And when it because you were from the very starting planning for ALET also, right? So for grammar also you covered there, right? You did you from the very starting plan to skip on certain things related to English, because that's something which students tell me that they want to do if they are appearing for CLAT, they want to skip on grammar rules or skip on grammar classes or something. Was that your strategy at any point of time at all?
Like for someone who is like not very good at grammar, I would not at all suggest them to skip grammar, because you never know if you're not even appearing for any other exam besides CLAT, you should still focus on grammar, because you never know, there might be a CLAT where they're giving grammar for each and every paragraph, so you do not want to miss out on the 5-6 marks there.
Right, right. Okay. So let us talk about the next section, that is your logical section, right? So logical reasoning or critical reasoning or analytical reasoning. Did you practice on both the sections of logical, or you specifically focused on critical reasoning, or how did you go about it? How did you go about its concepts and everything? Did you separately give enough time, too much time on concept and then practicing, or it came in, while practicing mocks and everything or with classes?
Okay, for critical reasoning section, especially for CLAT, it is like almost similar to English, the material you would be using for preparing, just that the questions are worded a bit differently, and some questions are very typical. In critical reasoning, there are like just few type of questions that are there. And for analytical reasoning, like I used to refer to some standard books and the coaching material and be regular with my classes.
Okay. And then with respect to your GK section, was it as expected for your CLAT also, or did you fumble with it? Because a lot of people were like, no, it was approachable. A lot of people were like, no, it was not at all approachable. So for you, how was GK section? Before that, how did you prepare for GK? And then how was the GK section for you for CLAT as well as ALET? Because by the time I'm taking this interview, you have already done your ALET also. So how would you compare GK in CLAT and ALET, and how did you prepare for the same?
For GK, first of all, I used to like note down whatever facts I used to come across in the newspapers and understand the various opinions about it. Then I used to use the coaching compendiums in conjunction to the mocks and referring all the questions there. And for ALET specifically, you can also refer to like the one-liners that the LPT used to give. So yeah, that worked for me. But like in the paper, I was like, I had been preparing majorly for the major topics and like just touching all the one-liners specifically for CLAT. So like in the paper, like some questions, especially the one-liners, were quite close. So like at the end, I don't think a lot of people were actually revising the one-liner. So there was confusion between our two options for a lot of people. So yeah,
Right.
and also the fact that I attempted the GK section first, so that was a tiny shock in the beginning.
True, that happened. But you did maintain your, your mind, and that is why you were able to maintain. That's why you're through now. So that's one thing that I would suggest everyone also do not try to skip on things. This is something I'm going to consistently focus on. You'll see in most of my interviews with all the selected students and with Prachi also. I want students to quit on this habit of skipping things. That will not get you anywhere. If nothing, you'll develop knowledge. So learn it for the love of the knowledge, read it for the love of reading, understand it for the love of improving your personality, because all these subjects end up helping the student overall, even if they go to any law school for that matter. So don't try to skip on one liner, any material. We are providing you weekly material, monthly material, as well as one liners, as well as paragraph based questions on monthly basis. So, and then classes, Shavi sir's note, Sachin sir's note, I believe all of them compiled together, if you revise properly, that would cover a decent amount of course. So yes, okay, with respect to that, helped you in ALET as well, right?
Right, ma'am.
Okay, so then with respect to legal, right? A lot of students want a separate compendium for legal GK, but I believe they are kind of similar. If you prepare for GK, it's preparing for legal also. So how did you go about your legal GK preparation as well as basic concept of legal?
So firstly, I used to attend your classes no matter what, because like that set a really good base for at least for me to like get all my concepts right. So like in legal you do really need a really good mentor to get all the grasp of all the concepts here. And also I used to religiously refer to all the material that you were always providing us.
Right, and also I remember that contract acceptance wala question. That was literally something I devoted a whole class to, talking about, okay, if A sends this to B and B sends this to C, and date wise everything. So I was very happy to see that question, because that was something as if my own student had made that question paper and put in that question asking them, okay, when is the contract concluded? So I was pretty sure that anyone who has focused on class would be able to do that. But yeah, but were you disappointed about the fact of not having current legal questions?
Yeah, that was unexpected, but like in the paper, like I knew whatever paragraphs there were, so it wasn't a disadvantage either. But yeah,
Okay.
unexpected it was.
Yes. Okay. Okay. So now the section related to quant. How was your quant? How did you prepare for it?
So firstly, like I did skip quant and would not advise any aspirant to skip it, because those 15 marks could make a lot of difference.
So
And for
you
like the preparation bit, I first started with the core mathematics, like attending all the classes and like brushing up on my core concepts of mathematics, like time and distance, time and work, and everything. Then I started solving DI sets and everything, and also the sets we used to get in mocks. I used to solve them twice so that I get used to the pattern of the DI.
okay. So you practice sufficiently. Overall, what would you say? What helped you the most when it comes to either, was it reading or was it practicing, or was it revising? Which of these things are like of the most importance, and like what should come first and second and third according to you?
According to me, all these things are of equal importance. Like you need to be consistent and be practicing all the while, because CLAT as a syllabus needs more of practice than rote learning. So you need to be consistent with all your material and also keep revising it.
Okay. And mock analysis, how many mocks do you give, and what was your lowest score, and when did you start feeling like I'll get into Bangalore?
Okay, for mocks, like I used to devote like around 2 to 3 hours at least. I used to spend more time on mocks, like rather than giving a lot of mocks, I used to give a limited number of mocks and analyzing them well. As far as scores is concerned, I do not remember the lowest score as such, but I guess 80 is in some.
Right. And then by March, April, you were sure you'll get into Bangalore?
Not exactly sure. Yeah, like you cannot say what would happen in those 2 hours that would decide whether you will get there and or not. Yeah,
Right.
so
So were you?
like I was getting sufficient marks, like 100 plus in a lot of mocks. So like I was sure, like I was doing whatever I was doing right. So yeah.
Okay. Okay, very good. And I guess even in our mocks, we gave you extremely lengthy passage, which was an issue with for a lot of other students. And they were like, "Ma'am, everywhere else we are having short passages, and legally you give us so long passages." So I hope that helped you. At the same time, I want to also know that what would you recommend students not to do when it comes to preparation? Were you part of any WhatsApp group or any group discussing syllabus and discussing courses or discussing anything?
No, not exactly discussing syllabus or something, but yeah, on doubt discussion groups only.
Okay, okay. So you would discuss doubts and etc. And GK and everything you would revise on the basis of whatever material was provided.
Yeah.
Right, good. So precisely you have limited things, because a lot of times students have this tendency to collect a lot of material from five, six, seven sources. So did you do that? Did you collect it from five, six, seven sources, or what was your source of GK other than the material provided by Law Prep? Did you collect any other material also, or was newspaper or these things were your sources?
I think the material provided by law prep is more than enough. Like you will like all the issues, the one liners will get covered by the material provided by coaching. Like I don't think like a lot of people would have even the capacity to refer to 2 to 3 times this material. So like you should not go on collecting the material you cannot even do.
Right, right, right. That's correct. So, what are the other things? So, I was asking, what are the things you would recommend student must not do?
So firstly, not procrastinating and skipping mocks. Like these are the two basic things you should not do.
Right. So, don't procrastinate. Do the. So, I have talked to two, three already. I have already recorded few of the students' videos, and you are the one who are just giving to the point answer. I hope they get the message that this is the whole point. Just focus on what you are required, and make sure that it's not necessary you need to be elaborative about everything. Just be focused and be sure about what you want, right? And you'll get there if you consistently practice about the same. So not to do is procrastinating and not skipping on your mocks, and must do is.
The must do is to like you should firstly do the newspaper. That is the most basic thing you will be requiring in your preparation, and also not skipping classes. You should be like thorough with your materials, and also I will ask doubts. Like I don't know why, but a lot of people won't be asking questions and everything. Like that's what helps you under like develop concepts and everything. Even in GK legal, that like those are the two basic subjects you should be asking questions for. Like that enhances your knowledge and everything.
Right, right. Yes, I remember you did send, you would wait for it also, no? You would send me doubts and then you'll wait, and then I'll get back to you after 5, 6 days once the doubts are compiled. Yes, that do help. And that's the whole point of us providing numbers to the students so that they can connect, and then we can get back to you with respect to doubts and everything. Right. Thank you so much, Prachi. Congratulations once again. And I'm really proud of you, really happy to see you get your dream, and hope to connect with you in future also. Probably I'll keep a live session in future so that students can live can ask doubts with you and everything. Thank you so much for joining me.
Thank you, ma'am, for all your wishes.